as we continue our series of discussions with leaders in education in Bahrain and beyond. I'm joined today with Fatima Rahimi, the Deputy Director of Choueifat School. How would you describe the role of an education leader?
I would say the role of an educational leader is very broad and diverse, and it's certainly paramount in shaping the future of education. As a leader, you need to make sure that you're setting and achieving visionary goals. You are influencing and guiding other educators along the way, and most importantly, enhancing the learning experiences of your students. So come to think of it, it's not just a term, it's actually a comprehensive strategy. It's a collection of strengths, resilience, and commitment towards preserving the core values of education.
What are the keys what is key in your opinion in providing an enriching learning experience?
Yeah, that's a good question, because in order for students to have such an experience, you need to first and foremost make sure that they have a dynamic learning environment. It should be more of a collaborative rather than competitive approach. Students need to be actively engaged in their own learning process. They need to be interested in what they're learning. If you don't have that sort of engagement, if you don't have that sort of interest, it would be very difficult to achieve such an enriching experience. So across all our schools, we implement a very unique teaching strategy known as the point system. And that point system basically divides the whole teaching and learning process into phases. This in turn facilitates the achievement of such enriching learning experience for our students.
Okay.
It's also important to note that learning doesn't happen only inside the classroom. Learning outside the classroom supports the many areas of the curriculum. And for us, we have the Student Life Organization, where students assume leadership roles and they sharpen their soft skills. So at the end, ultimately, we have versatile, well-rounded students, and that's extremely important.
Now, something that everyone's talking about at the moment is artificial intelligence.
Yes.
How, in your opinion, is AI changing or affecting education?
Technology in general, it's evolving rapidly and it's changing the landscape of education overall. It's certainly making education more personalized, more interactive, positive outcome overall. But I would say we have to be very careful as educators when it comes to AI and technology, because while we want to reap the rewards, we do not want it to overshadow the very core purpose of education. When we use AI or other technology in education, we use it in a safe manner. It has to be equitable. It has to be basically ethical, so as to make sure that the very core values that we stand for as educators are preserved and not overshadowed by AI and other technology.
I can see over there our innovation from last year for the Gulf Insider Bahrain Education Awards. But can you tell us perhaps any particular innovations that you've implemented in your school recently that promote quality education?
So SABIS as a whole, our network, SABIS as a whole, heavily invests in innovation, educational innovation, and has been doing so for many years. In fact, way before the emergence of AI. While we have a lot of technology implemented during our daily teaching and learning cycle, but I can mention mainly two that are unique to us that we're currently using as well. One being the Integrated Learning System, which stands for ILS basically. This is unique to us. It's basically a digital platform that streamlines the learning process by connecting teachers and students to their devices inside the classroom. So what does it do basically? It enables us to do real-time learning, and it captures the real-time lessons there, and it empowers the students to take charge of their own learning, being the driving force behind their own learning. At the same time, which is, I believe that's the most important benefit, I would say, of this ILS system, is the fact that it allows us to detect and close educational gaps early on, learning gaps early on, because you need to make sure you don't let the gaps pile up. It would be very difficult to tackle those gaps later on. So when it allows in real time to detect and close those gaps, then we're making sure that, the learning phase or the learning cycle is happening properly. The second one is known as the ITL, which stands for Integrated Testing and Learning. It's basically a revolutionary computerized testing system. It allows the students to get tested, to learn from their mistakes, and to retest as well, all within the same time frame. And from this system, we generate reports that we share with our academic team, teachers, coordinators, pinpointing the students' performance in every single teaching concept. So this way the teacher can analyze the performance of the student and they can put an action plan in a timely manner.
And can you tell us, and I'm sure there's many to choose from, because I know you have a lot of star students here, but perhaps a particular recent success story from a student at Choueifat?
In the last few years, very high acceptance rates into top-ranked universities worldwide. And this year alone, I can tell you, from the students that have applied to top-ranked universities abroad, when I say top-ranked, I mean top 200 globally. More than 85% of those who applied to only top-ranked universities got accepted.
MashaAllah.
Yeah, not just the acceptance, but they also got scholarships. Many of them were able to secure scholarships as well. Now, in addition to that, we offer a wide range of external exams. Our performance in such standardized external exam has been well above the global average. We in fact have students in consecutive years being above or scoring above the 99th percentile. So basically being in the 1% of test takers in the world that are able to achieve such scores.
Do you have a particular memory that comes to mind for you personally?
Yeah.
One of the best memories or best things that happened to you when you were a student?
It is my teachers' confidence and my teachers' belief and faith in my abilities and potential at the time. And the more important part of it is voicing that faith to me at all times, especially during the low times, when it becomes really easy for not just a student, but for anyone to give up on themselves, you know? And I carried that with me in my own journey as an educator. I firmly believe that us as educators, we need to make sure that we use positive reinforcement all the time. We relay even the shortest, simplest word of praise, encouragement, motivation to our students. Because we know to many educators at times, it goes a long way. It makes a drastic difference with those students. So positive reinforcement changed my life, and I'm sure that it changes many lives regularly. So as educators, we need to make sure that we take this part very seriously and we do not compromise or underestimate it.
In an island with many schools, why should parents choose to enroll their child at Choueifat?
We have to understand one thing first. The International School of Choueifat, Manama, is not a local school. It is part of an establishment, it's part of a network, extensive establishment actually. We have a presence not just across countries, but across continents. So, I mean, it has earned quite a reputation in the world of education.
Sure.
You know? So, at the end of the day, we have a well-structured, comprehensive curriculum that caters to both national and international standards. And I believe that our track record, our legacy with excellence in education speaks for itself. And when you look at the top-ranked universities' acceptances and where our students are right now, our students are our ambassadors. So when you see where they are right now in the world and how far they've gone, I mean, that speaks volumes.
Of course.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Of course.